friends and followers, welcome to another episode of Meandering with Mickey. I am in Idaho right now, and I have been rock hounding. I joined a local club, and I've gone in on 3 excursions so far. I've been to Dismal Swamp, it's a lovely name, right? I've been to the Blue Opal Mine, and I went to Silver City, Idaho. Each location had different rocks, of course. So I don't have any of the blue opals to show you right now, but I would like to show you what I've been doing with some of this rough stone, because I am a hoarder when it comes to shiny, pretty things, and I like to keep them. So for starters, we'll talk about the Dismal Swamp journey. That trip we looked for Smokey quartz. Now I didn't find any great big huge 3, 4, 6 point crystals like I was looking for, but I did find a lot of other stuff. And so I took some of the rough, they're just chips, they're just things that I found, chunks, and I tumbled these without grit in my tumbler for just one day, just to get most of the dirt and the cracks eliminated, just to see what would happen, because I have so much of it. It was an experiment. This is part of the matrix that the Smoky Quartz was in. It's kind of a peach colored. It's smooth. I don't know what it is. I'm not smart enough to remember those names. But this is some of the Smoky Quartz. And of course, the darker it is, the more valuable it is, and the more that you're looking for. And of course, the more points it has and the larger it is, the better it is. So I took some of the smaller stuff that just chipped off and put them in this little vial. And then the really, really small stuff I chipped off, and I put that just came off, and they just chipped off on their own. They're a little damp still, that's why they're all clingy looking. But this is all from Dismal Swamp in Idaho. This is mica that I found when we went to Silver City, Idaho. And I get a little tweaky, and I just go through and pick out shiny things. I looked up mica on the internet to see if it had any value, and they've got like a pound of it for $2. It has no value per se, but I have a plan for this. It has a future. We'll go into that later. When we went to Idaho City, Silver City, that was a very doable drive. It was, it's a very small town, and it used to be mines, and it's got great history. Again, we were looking for crystals, but this time white crystals. You can see, it's so hard to see it. See the points that are glittering on there? That's what we were looking for, only larger. And I do have some there. I can almost see the point on that one. See, oh, that's a good picture. There we go. This is a good point. So this is what I was looking for. I do have some others. They're still soaking in water because there was a lot of earth and roots and other debris. You can kind of see on this side where it's kind of dirty still. And some of it I'm going to soak in just regular old rust out. Here's a little teeny tiny point that I found that's got a kind of nice point. So let me show you my my jars over here. All of these little single points, and there's a point on almost all of them. Those all fit in this little medicine container. These are the smaller ones that came out after I just sorted what I had. I had a big bucket. I probably brought home, well, a 5-gallon bucket full. And then I sorted everything out, and this is a little bit bigger, right? The next step up, and then that step, and then this step, and then I've got some bigger ones like this, but are way, way bigger, and I didn't bring any of those in. This is, these are all points, pretty much all points. That's a double point. That's a pretty one. I wish this would focus better. I wish I knew how to make it focus better. Maybe there's too much information. There we go. Okay, so I still want to get the dark out of there, and I need a dental tool to do that. I went to the fair today, and there's usually a guy that has dental tools, but he wasn't there this year, so I'll find him online or something. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing in between all the other fun things that I do to keep myself occupied and busy and out of trouble mostly. But I wanted to share these pretty rocks with you and show you what I've been doing. And I just started tonight. I tumbled a whole bunch of this white that does not have any points. It's just white, chunky stuff. This one does have points, so it didn't go in the machine. Again, without any grit, just the water. And I'll find out what that looks like tomorrow. And then, of course, I will sort it, and I will put it back into very small jars. And I'll have more of things like this, probably, because chips will break off, and that's kind of fun for me, because I like the small stuff. The great big, huge, gorgeous things, those are amazing, but I can't really keep them in my travel trailer. I live in my RV, so I can't carry that much extra weight. But I can sell them or give them away. And today, Mom, bless my mom, she's 80 now, you know, and she had some people from church have come over, and they weeded her front rose bed, and it's a grandmother, daughter, and her 3 littles, very little littles. And I gave the 2 older littles some of this kind of crystal, but they're glued together. You know, they just formed like dinosaur teeth. And the little boy was wearing a dinosaur t-shirt, so, you know, of course the dinosaur teeth was an easy sell. The rock that I gave the little girl is more like this. There's no real point, but it's a very shiny, pretty crystal. And I had to tell their mom and their grandma that I gave them these rocks, because Mom has rocks in her garden here, there, and everywhere. It's not as extensive as what I've had in the past, but she does have some. And I wanted the adults to know that these were gifts to the kids. Those are 2 of the very small ones that I've got. See how small they are? That I just am enamored by how small they are and how perfect. And I wanted to share those with you. So that's me. Welcome to August in 2024. Have a great day.